It's a great day to crochet. Today's yarn of the day is Ice Yarn's Fantasia. Now this label's a little bit messed up. This is a 4 medium weight yarn. Each skein is 100 grams with 190 meters. It's 25% wool and 75% premium acrylic. And this yarn is soft and squishy. It is a roving yarn and it is categorized as a 4-weight yarn, which I would say that's pretty accurate. It's a little fluffy in places, but as most roving yarns are, you can see that they do get thick and thin. That's pretty normal. So let's take a closer look at this yarn. Let's see how it works up. Let's see how it washes, and then I'll give you my opinion. Since this is a roving yarn, there's no splitting. It crochets up like a breeze, and it looks really pretty. I like the fact that it has just a little bit of wool because I really like natural fibers. So let's make sure that you can frog it out pretty easy, because usually acrylic doesn't stick to itself very badly, but wool has a tendency. This is coming out pretty good. I do feel a little bit of resistance. Oh, there's a little spot, but hopefully overall it's not that bad to just pull it out. So let's take a look at the washed sample up next to what's left of the sample that I've just crocheted. Actually, I was really shocked at how well it came out. You can see that there's really not that much of a difference. And probably because it is mostly acrylic, that wool didn't have a problem getting washed. And also when I put it in the washing machine, I did not have a full load of clothes. I just had this sample with another small sample, so there wasn't anything for it to rub up against. And same thing in the dryer. I dried it on low heat, and there were just a couple of things in there, so it was able to tumble and fluff without rubbing up against a lot of things. So here is the before and after of the washing. As you can see, our sample shrunk up about 1/4 of an inch in length and not really anything in width. On the Ice Yarns website, you can see that the color that I have is sold out, but you can always put in your email address, click the button, and you'll get an email whenever it's back in stock. So there are a few colors, most of them with reds and a brown shades, but you can see that each 100-gram skein is $1.99. So I'm going to add one to my cart, go to my shopping cart, and that comes up to be a total of $15.94. So that's almost $4 per 100-gram skeins. That includes shipping. So that's not really that bad for a yarn that has some wool in it, has those natural fibers. If we were to add a second pack, our total would be $28.93. So that would reduce your cost per 100-gram skein to $3.62. That's a pretty good deal. Now, even though the Unforgettable Red Heart yarn is a 100% acrylic, and this is 75% acrylic and 25% wool, I wanted to show you the difference in the size of the yarn so you kind of get a comparison so you know what you're buying. This is the Prima Donna yarn, and this is the one that I did a review on earlier that I said was very similar to the Unforgettable yarn, only this has some wool in it. So you can really see the size of the Fantasia yarn is quite a bit larger. So I would say the 4-weight categorization is correct on the Fantasia yarn. So you can see that the Fantasia yarn categorized as a 4-weight, to me, is very accurate. Unforgettable is also categorized as a 4-weight, but it sure looks smaller. And this is the Prima Donna, which is categorized as a 2-weight. And so I would say that the unforgettable is in between the two. I would say this is a 2, which is labeled correctly. This is a 3, which they have it labeled as a 4. And this is labeled as a 4. So just wanted to kind of give you an idea, a comparison of the yarn size so that you know what you're getting when you order. Overall, I really like the Fantasia yarn. You can see that it has a long color change and it changes gradually from one color to another. I bought 2 packages of this yarn to make a sweater, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.